any idea what we're talking about today? It's Advent. It's day 10 and we're thinking about Jesus being the rock. We're walking through the life of Jesus, spending a chapter in Luke's Gospel every day. Why don't you join us? Read through a chapter and God will speak to you today. And each day we're thinking about a different name for Jesus. And today we're thinking about Jesus being called the Rock. And many times in the Old Testament, people like David sang songs in the Psalms and he says, Lord, you are my rock. You are secure. You are the foundation. When everything around us is shaky and sinking, then Jesus is the rock. He's the foundation. Remember that famous story from Matthew chapter 7, where you've got two houses. Jesus talks about a wise man who built his house on the rock and a foolish man who built his house on the sand. Listen to this from Matthew 7. Everyone who hears these words of mine, says Jesus, and puts them into practice is like a wise man who built his house on the rock. The rain came down, the streams rose, and the winds blew and beat against that house, yet it did not fall, because it had the foundation on the rock. But everyone who hears these words of mine and does not put them into practice is like a foolish man who built his house on the sand. The rain came down, the streams rose, and the winds blew and beat against that house, and it fell with a great crash. You and I face storms in life. There is wind, there is rain, there are problems, there are difficulties. Everybody goes through stuff every day. You're probably going to go through some stuff this week. The difference, says Jesus, on whether your house will fall or whether it will stand is this: whether we have heard the words of Jesus and put them into practice. And those that do that, says Jesus, they are building their house, their life, on a rock. So building our life on the rock of Jesus is about hearing what he's saying to us, and it's about putting it into practice. It's about doing it. May you and I today, may you and I this week be listening to Jesus, hearing what he's saying. What is he saying to you? And put it into practice and build your life on the rock.